The other day, me and Natalie were caught in a vicious thunderstorm with lots of thunder, lots of rain, and of course, lots of lightning. I, however, said to Natalie, "I've already been struck by lightning at this here place." And she said, I wonder if you can get struck again. That led us to wonder, can you get struck by lightning at the same place twice?
Hello, welcome to Natalie's Weather Center. And tonight we have one of our guests that's going to help us bust the myth about this common weather misconception. Welcome, Nick Solomon! Hello, Nick. Here's your microphone. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be asking you one question about a common weather misconception. You're going to tell me what you think. Okay. Do you think that lightning can strike the same place twice?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. That's what I've always been told.
Okay, well, I'm here to tell you that you're wrong! Lightning can, in fact, strike the same place twice. Here's why. Let me pull out my handy-dandy textbook. So, this is how it works. Thunderstorm clouds have a negative charge. They have a negative charge, and the ground has a positive charge. So the area in between those basically acts as an insulator. The opposite charges react and build up, redistributing the charges and ultimately causing a lightning strike. Once the lightning strikes, nothing physically changes about the object or the ground that has been struck that will prevent another strike. For example, it's more common for tall buildings to be struck by lightning, and the Empire State Building has been struck by lightning over 25 times every year.
Wow, I never
Did you
knew
know that?
I never knew that.
So, there's nothing scientifically that prevents the same object or place or spot on the ground from being struck twice by lightning. Okay, now I have two more guests, my grandparents, Cass and Joe. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a question about a common weather misconception, and you're going to tell me what you think. Okay. Do you think that lightning can strike the same place twice?
No.
You say yes, and you say no?
No.
Why do you say no?
Lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice.
Why do you say yes?
Because it's just, it just can. Well, it doesn't.
Okay, Mom was right, you were wrong. Lightning can't strike in the same place twice. Here's why, I'm going to tell you why. So, thunderstorms clouds have a negative charge, and the ground has a positive charge. The air in between those basically acts as an insulator. So the opposite charges react and build up, redistributing the charges and ultimately causing a lightning strike. Once this lightning strikes, nothing physically changes about the object or the ground that was struck that would prevent another strike from happening. So, for example, the Empire State Building gets struck about 25 times every year. My Aunt Joanne. Okay, Aunt Joanne, I'm going to ask you a question about a common weather misconception, and you're going to tell me what you think. Right. Okay. So, do you think that lightning can strike in the same place twice?
Why not?
That's a good answer. Okay, well, you're neither right or wrong because the answer is that lightning can strike in the same place twice, even though most people think that it cannot for whatever reason. And here's why. Thunderstorms clouds have a negative charge, and the ground has a positive charge, and the air in between those basically acts as an insulator. So the opposite charges react and build up, redistributing the charges and ultimately causing a lightning strike. But once that lightning strikes, there's nothing that physically changes about the object or the ground that is being struck that would prevent another strike from happening. So, it's very possible and likely that lightning can strike in the same place twice. I ask you guys a question about a common weather misconception. You're going to tell me what you think.
Okay.
So, do you think that lightning can strike in the same place twice?
Yes.
No,
Why do you think no, Courtney?
I've never seen it happen.
What do you think, Renata?
Hasn't the Empire State Building got hit like multiple times in 1 year? I heard it on the news.
Yes, Renata is right. Lightning can strike the same place more than once. Courtney was wrong. Do you know why?
No.
It's because, let me pull out my handy-dandy textbook here. So, the clouds and thunderstorms have a negative charge, and the ground has a positive charge. The air in between basically acts as an insulator. So the opposite charges react and build up, redistributing the charges and ultimately causing a lightning strike. Once a lightning strikes, there's nothing that physically changes about the object or the ground that was struck that would prevent another strike from happening. And Renata was right in her explanation about the Empire State Building getting struck multiple times a year, because that is true and that does happen.
Wow.
Emma Erickson Wesley here. I'm going to go, interview my housemates to see what they have to say about this lightning thing. Jende, do you think that lightning can strike the same place twice?
Are you asking us all the same questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I think it could strike the same place twice because, there's no difference in between, where, if it struck right here and then, a year later it came back by, there's no, difference between striking there again and then, striking right beside it. I'm just why couldn't it?
Okay, we'll come back to that. Sophie Holslinger,
It
do you
can't.
think that lightning can strike the same place twice?
Well, I don't have any reasoning besides the fact that it's in a movie called Sweet Home Alabama that it cannot strike the same place twice.
Okay. Kaylee Smith, do you think that lightning can strike the same place twice?
I mean, I don't see why not. Do you need more than that?
Okay. Elise, do you think
Oh yes.
that,
Hi.
hello. Do you think that lightning can strike the same place twice?
You know, I'd have to think about that one. Do you need an answer?
All right. Here's the answer. Lightning can and does strike the same place twice. It's a common misconception, maybe even a metaphor, that people hear all the time for being unique or unlikely for it to happen. People say, "Oh, lightning doesn't strike the same place twice," but boy, is that incorrect. Lightning can strike the same place twice. Why? Because the clouds, the bottom of the clouds, they've got this negative charge, and then the ground has a positive charge. And what happens next is that once the lightning hits, there's this electric potential that builds up and then moves upward to the cloud, and then the lightning can come back and strike again. It has to do with the electric charge going back up to the clouds, and then boom, 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 more strikes. Back to you. Let's go ahead and break this down. So, there's nothing that can prevent lightning from striking the same place. Lightning is a giant discharge of electricity. When you see a lightning bolt, or as the fancy people call it, a stepped leader, we are seeing the discharge of electricity that is really incredibly strong. It forms in a thunderstorm cloud when ice crystals collides, creating electric charges. When lightning hits the ground, the charge is not discharged entirely, and part of the charge goes back to the cloud, then recharges, which explains how lightning can strike again. So multiple strikes can happen in the same flash, and lightning from different storms can also strike the same places more than once. Any area, including previously stricken ones, are fair game. So this is just a picture that we found in the textbook that's super cool. It shows the negative charges at the bottom of the cloud and then positive charges on the ground, and then it shows that return stroke in the last picture, which helps show that when lightning strikes, it's not discharged entirely. It goes back up to get more energy in the cloud, and then it strikes again, and it might even strike the same place twice. Well, Natalie, looks like I can get struck by lightning twice. We better get out of here. Hope you learned something. Have a great day and stay safe from the lightning.